y'all, welcome back. My name is Shamika and this is Check the Rhymes. I'm super excited that you're here and I'm even more hyped about today's guest because joining me I have two of the actors from the new TVOne movie Blood on Her Badge, and that premieres on Monday, November 16th at 8 o'clock again on TVOne. So in the building today I have Rayven Ferrell and Tequan Richmond, and we're going to talk about their roles, talk about the movie, and see what other projects they have going on. So stay tuned. You don't want to miss today's show. In the building today, I have Rayven Ferrell and Tequan Richmond. Welcome to Check the Rhymes, y'all.
Thank you.
Y'all, Blood on Her Badge on TVOne airs on November 16th at 8 o'clock. I checked the screener out, and I'm side-eyeing the both of y'all this morning.
Why me?
Especially you. Girl, how you gonna let that man mess up your good job?
Insane. Yeah.
So without any spoilers, could one of you tell me a little bit about what the movie is about for the viewers that are just curious as they're scrolling through and they see it on their guide and they're like, what's this about?
Okay, so Blood on Her Badge is about it's about a woman named Dee Johnson. It kind of covers her upbringing, and it shows how her upbringing affected her adulthood.
Mm-hmm.
It's a story of love. It's about what the circumstances you would go through for love and how powerful love is.
Yeah.
And I think it has it just shows the reality of it all, how it's not always peachy keen, you know?
Right.
Without giving anything away, but how it's kind of like a drug, you know? It has its highs, but it's bad sometimes. It's not good for you sometimes.
Yeah.
Don't use it
that
right.
Toxic love.
Toxic. 2020, look. 2020.
Seriously. So Tequan, you play Trey. I don't even have any words. Tell me about your character.
Trey really preys on this young, inexperienced cop that he sees. And it starts off, it's just like, I think he's just trying to hit a lick. And he sees an opportunity. But I think as time goes on, he actually develops a real type of relationship for her. And how it ends, of course, I can't.
Right.
But just know that they go through a lot of things together that no cop should probably be doing.
Right, which brings me to my next point, especially bringing up 2020 and actually the past, I don't know, 50 plus years, police brutality and them taking advantage of people has really been like a hot topic. So what made you decide, like, I want to take on this role despite the fact that police get a bad rap anyway?
You know what's so crazy? Me and my manager actually had that conversation. Because, like, literally, I was thinking, like, oh, my gosh, like, this is, like, just with everything that's going on right now. But I also feel like it was cool to show a young Black woman as an officer, you know, on that side. I feel, though, as if even though she might have taken advantage of her badge, I think it wasn't about the badge, though. I think with police brutality now, as far as, like, how they do things, is about the badge. It's like, okay, I have this authority. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But
right.
when you think deep into it, it was for love. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, had he not came, I wouldn't have done, Dee wouldn't have done any of that. Like, she did, like, it wasn't, her intent was genuinely to take care of everybody and to be that person that she wanted in her life.
Until the pretty boy came along.
And messed it. But no, yeah, so that's kind of how I looked at it. It was more so like, okay, well, it's not like, you know, Dee went in with the intent of, okay, I'm going to use this badge just for this, just for that. Like, no. It just happened that way. And that's life. Sometimes things happen the way that it's not supposed to.
Right. What about you, Tequan? Because I know for me, I'm used to seeing you in other types of roles just from, you know, the things that I've seen you in. What made you say, you know what, this is the role. I want to try this. This is me. This is what I'm going to do.
Like Rayven, I think we both just wanted to try something different. it's only been a couple times where I've gotten to do a role like this because nobody believes that I could be this person. Try to step out of my safe zone and try something. And I also thought that it was a good opportunity for us to try to, talk about that topic that is so popular, and to also show everybody that not to normalize police officers, but show them that every police officer isn't what you think they are. So,
right.
Police officers are humans too, so they're not always right, and of course they do wrong things just as we do. So it was really important for me to try to tackle that.
One of the lines that stood out was when Dee's father was like, "The police are not our friend," and I was like, "And then she want to be a police officer?" Like, but again, it also goes back to sometimes how we grow up also affects how the choices we make in life. So with that being said, like this film has so many different themes, from abuse and from, alcoholism, domestic violence. I'm like looking at my notes here, that skewed idea of what love is, drugs, like a ton of things. Like, what do you think that viewers will take away from this?
Should I go? Okay. I think well, what I want people to take away from it is that, like, if you don't take care of like your past trauma, if you don't take care of the things that, like, sometimes we don't even know what affects us until we know.
Right.
It's like it could really screw with you and it could really mess you up in the long run, like to where it's too late once you realize,
Yeah.
So like just being more aware of like mental health and being more aware of like let it be cool to acknowledge the fact that you're not okay. Like, you don't have to pretend that you're like A1 all the time. It's like, take care of it. Take care of it, because if you don't, you might regret it.
Exactly. Your turn, Trey. I'm just calling you Trey.
Trey after this. Everywhere I go, people be thinking I'm Trey now. I want people to take away from this that, just be careful for certain people that you meet in your life. Everybody that you meet in your life is not meant to stay there.
Right.
Meant to be as close as you may like them. So I think Trey exemplifies that. You let them get in, and then you're doing things that you didn't even think that you would do.
Mm-hmm.
So just be careful of the type of people that you lay with, go out with, hang out with, whatever you do. Just watch everybody closely.
How did you guys prepare for the role? Like for each of your roles? I was like, I'm gonna keep going. How did you guys prepare for the roles? Did you like watch like some old like movies, or did you have like a personal experience that you kind of like looked back on?
But I know this one had to be a whole cop, so I'm really curious to how that went.
Half and half. It was personal experiences on the love side, and then as far as like the cop side, I was in my trailer watching Black and Blue. Like I would be in my trailer watching just like for real, watching different movies to where like I could look at how more of how to embody a cop, because that was very, very new to me. But yeah, I'd say it's a mixture of both.
Okay. What about you, Trey?
I kind of took some of my past roles from Trey, and I just tried to like make him as evil as I possibly could, in a good way, but not really. But I just wanted to try to take that kind of charming factor, the charm to disarm factor, and it's also showing that relationship between police and young Black men as well.
Yeah.
So, like they're usually afraid of the cops, even though we shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to kind of show that as well, but show how we can also, if we can learn how to talk to them or learn us as well. So I just took some of those things and I tried to throw them in the movie, and hopefully they all hit.
That's something that I want to know, like how viewers would take it. Like, will people be like, oh, well, the cop's bad anyway, so, I mean, we might as well, then they do it to us, so or is it like, oh, no, he really is a bad person? Like, which one? you know.
I think it could go either way, because when I watched it, I'm just like, my whole thing was, what are you doing?
Yeah, you know, me too. I would do some scenes like, okay, Rayven, this is not you. This is not you, Rayven. This is not you. Because what are you doing?
Right, yeah. But then I thought, there was just one scene, and I'm not going to try to spoil it or anything, but there was one scene when you guys were in the restaurant, and the woman, I don't even remember her name, but she was saying, like, you know, and no more free food for Trey. And I'm like, but y'all just got all this, and y'all got to go get free food.
Yeah, right.
Like, okay.
Right.
So yeah, so there's a lot of moments where I was just like, wait a minute. But it made me think, like, if I were in that position and I'm in love, you know, you, like you said, love make you do some crazy things.
Man, like, it is so, oh my gosh. It's it is so true. Just like with just life in general, like, that is so, love will make you do some crazy things.
Yeah. Now, when did you guys shoot this? Was it before Corona?
Whew.
It was
right before.
I think
it was like right after the last day, like 2 days later, the city shut down.
Oh, okay. Wow. Because I wondered, because I was like, how they doing some of these scenes? Like, was Corona going on? But that makes sense.
Hilarious. No, I remember one of the days, because I was like asking for orange juice. Like, I love orange juice. And the PA, she texts me and she's like, "Are you okay? Like, I see you asking." I'm like, "Oh, y'all bugging." Like, yeah. She's like, "I see you asking for orange juice a lot. Are you sick? Are you trying to get your immune system together?" I'm like, "All right, y'all. Like, for real. Like, everybody started going crazy like that last week."
Now, if you would ask for ginger ale, because you know that's the Black people's cure for everything.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
So, I'm a big music head. So I wanted to know, like, what would you say, like, showing up to set, did you have like a theme song in your head? Like, you know, to get through the day or shooting or like a theme song? Because when I was watching, I'm going to be honest, I kept thinking of Tupac's "Me and My Girlfriend." So.
Oh, wow. I had one song on the night that I can't. Well, there was the night scene of never mind. But that was one. There was one scene. There was a particular scene where it was like a lot of action, and I was actually listening to the Queen and Slim soundtrack, and it was like it was getting me there.
Okay.
Some of the songs are like, I guess since it's like the Bonnie and Clyde kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Queen and Slim soundtrack for me, for sure.
Okay. What about you?
I was on my Bad Boy playlist the whole time.
like Bad Boy, and like actual Bad Boy, just so you have
like just street hood.
Yeah, you gotta tell us. Give us a couple songs.
Okay.
I won't give you. I can't give you songs because I'll be like. But I was on like a lot of Gucci Mane.
Okay.
Lil Baby.
Okay.
A whole lot of 42 Doug from Detroit. I was just on a different type of vibe for that one. Like, you know, if you got to tote guns and stuff, baby.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? And so I'm a big music head. I'm glad you are too.
Okay. Because when you said Bad Boy, I was like, did he?
That's why I was like, wait, I'm a Bad Boy in a teenager, like, you know.
Okay. Well, tell me what you two are working on. Like, what other projects do you have going on right now?
Well, right now I'm trying to figure it out. Right now I've just been auditioning. I've been perfecting my craft, and yeah, I have a few. I have a film that was supposed to get released this year, but Corona. So I'm assuming that it'll drop next year. But that's the only thing that I have that's already filmed.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, right now, ever since Corona, I think right now it's finally just starting to open back up. So we're all out here, if we're reading scripts or we're trying to go back to old offers that we had before Corona and see if they're still on the table.
Like, wait, hey, what you doing? About that.
Yeah, I think we're all just trying to get back on the flow of things, and you know, this movie's going to set it off for both of us to, you know, get back on that roll again, because I can tell you it was really confusing out here for a long time. I think it's been about
until like October. It was
Yeah,
like,
but I think it's going to shut down again, though. I
no,
really do.
we don't need that.
I know we don't need it, but
Need that
at least
too.
here in North Carolina, these folks need to stay in the house.
North Carolina, that's crazy. What
What
part?
are you?
Yeah.
I'm in Charlotte, but I'm from Asheville.
Okay. I'm from Burlington, North Carolina. It's far away from me.
Really? Okay, North Carolina. I never knew that, so that's crazy. I always love to see that, like, North Carolina folks doing it big.
I'm like straight out of North Carolina.
And you don't even have an accent. Like you don't talk like us.
You know what I mean? That's what I do. No, but my grandmother still lives there, so.
Okay, cool. So, question for you though, Tequan. How was doing this film different from a soap opera for you?
My particular role in the soap opera?
Mm-hmm.
My particular role in that soap opera was way clean cut. I would say the difference between doing movies anyway and soap operas are the pace in which we work.
Yeah.
I found myself on other things, other projects, becoming really impatient because, snap, knock out almost 60 scenes a day.
Yeah.
One scene, like 8 pages of dialogue. So working at that pace and then having to shoot one shot for 6 hours, I'm here like, I'm still like trying to, but you know what? It was a good for me, and it taught me a lot of skills and a lot of like reading one page at a time and having that whole page down.
Right.
That kind of stuff, it really helped me out with. So when I came to the big leagues, then I could work efficiently.
That's cool. So for my last question, because I ask everybody that's on Check the Rhymes, what affirmation is getting you through your days, especially right now because of the pandemic, the election craziness, 45 in the White House don't want to get out, all that stuff. What's keeping you like uplifted every day? What is something you tell yourself? And we can start with you, Rayven.
Well, one, I'm strong in faith. So just keep my faith up. But I think before anything happens that's like super big, there's always this storm. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, okay, we done hit rock bottom.
Yeah.
So, once things pick back up, I just know that it's nothing, no way up but up from here.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. What about you, Tequan, Trey?
You know me like this.
That's why I just say T.
T.
Okay.
Clearly, I'm still salty against Trey.
Look, I am
you did be dirty. It's okay.
No, I'm a regular, like, I'm a very average daily affirmation person. Like, I'll be walking on the street. You are talented. You are gonna make.
Look at this man.
Look, when I'm out with my mask, that's what I'm doing. Like, you are talented. You are this. You are this. You are this. Listen.
Sometimes, we go through a phase where we, as actors, where we may pass up on certain projects, and then that project may come out, and it may be the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So,
yeah.
It would be like, there will be another one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry. If I get to talking too much, y'all gonna think I talk to myself and I'm crazy.
Well, you can do that if you have your mask on and you're outside. You can do that. Nobody knows.
Thank you. You done told myself.
So
that's what I do.
Because in order for me to learn lines, I have to walk. So like when I'm walking and I'm talking to myself, people are looking at me like, okay, she's weird, but with the mask, no, it's definitely different.
Yeah, you cuss people out and everything with that mask on. They don't even know you're talking about. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me on Check the Rhymes. Again, Blood on Her Badge is on TVOne on November 16th at 8 o'clock. We will be sure to tune in. And what's do you guys know the hashtag for social media? Is it hashtag Blood on Her Badge?
Yeah, hashtag Blood on Her Badge, or hashtag BOHB, or hashtag represent.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I hope you have an amazing day. And I can't wait to see what you guys have coming up next.
Thank you so much.
All right.